прям бешеные.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my Escape from Tarkov guide series. Now this is my guide for Debut, the very first task you're going to receive from Prapor once you start your account on Escape from Tarkov. Now I'm going to dive into exactly what you need to do. It's a pretty straightforward quest, but this video is just going to help you guys get it done without any issues. Hopefully get it done in 1 to 2 raids if possible, and just get you moving through the task. So hopefully you guys learn something from this one, and let me know in the comments below if I missed anything or if this helped you out. Alright, here we are looking at Debut. Now I have completed this on my account, but this is exactly what it's going to look like. So you've got eliminate 5 scavs on customs and obtain and hand over MP133 shotguns for Prapor. Now keep in mind, you don't need these shotguns to be found in raid. So what that means is obviously you can get them from a scav, you can purchase them from a trader, you can kill a scav and take it back. There's a lot of ways to get this shotgun. I'm going to help you guys get these obtained. Okay, here we are on Jaeger. So we're looking at the traders. Jaeger here at the bottom, level 1. He does sell 133 shotguns right here. So you can buy them straight from Jaeger. Now, when you first start your account, he will not be unlocked. You need to do a task to get him unlocked. So that is an option if you guys are struggling to find these shotguns or your scav runs just aren't having them. Once you complete mechanics task called Introduction, you will unlock Jaeger. Now you need to go into woods for this one. I'll cover this task in another guide, which I will link down below if you guys need help with this task as well. But that's a great way to get those shotguns because you can just buy them from Jaeger. Okay, so we're looking at a map of customs. Now, if we're looking for those scav kills, I'm going to show you guys where you might spawn and where you can also find those scavs. Now, unfortunately, where you're going to find scavs is most likely where you're going to also find some players. So be cautious about it, and just know that there could be some players in the area while you're looking for these scavs. Now, I'm on mapgenie.io once again. So again, this website is great if you want to know the maps, learn where everything is. I've got everything hidden right now except for the locations and the spawn points. Now all these little arrows you're going to see are all the player spawns. I've got my marker now. I'm going to start on the left side of the map first, just over here, before you get to the land bridges. So obviously there's plenty of spawns here. Now, depending on the amount of players in your game at any given time, you're probably only going to get a max of 2 to 3 players spawning on this side of the map. Very unlikely you'll get 4. So obviously, for example, these 2 very close spawns, even these 3, you're only going to get 1 PMC probably spawning within these 3 here. You're not going to get 1 there and 1 there. You're probably also less likely to get this one, but if it's a full game, it could happen. But more likely than not, you're going to have 1 between these, 1 sort of between these ones, maybe even these back 3, and then another one probably in one of these ones here. So at most you're going to have 1 there, you're going to end up with 1 there and 1 down here. So let's say you spawn anywhere on this side of the map. Scavs can spawn within this little compound here, mostly within this little area here, and also out front and out here in the open around the big red warehouse here. They don't tend to spawn really early, so if you spawn here and then sprint there, they might not be there yet. But if you spend a bit of time looting and then make your way over, you might find 1 or 2 scavs there as well. Moving on, if you cross the bridge or cross any of these land bridges, you're also very likely to find a scav anywhere along this little road here between the bridge and the roadblock here, and then also down this road all the way to the other roadblock here. So between some of these big steel walls, you'll find a couple of scavs. Even from the very start of the game, they can spawn around here. There is a spawn here. If a player spawns here, these scavs might not be here from the start, but give it a few minutes and they will start to pop up around these little buildings and along the road here. Also, moving into construction, you might find 1 or 2 scavs around the tankers as well. Those are the easiest places to find scavs with the least amount of trouble. Now, I would recommend avoiding dorms, avoiding the fortress, because a lot of players are going to be going there, especially pretty early for the loot, and possibly the scav boss can give you some trouble. So avoid those 2 areas if possible. Once again, around bus terminal and on this road, you might find another one. Another scav. Alright, let's start to look at this side of the map. Let's say you spawned over here. Now, there's plenty of possible spawns again as well. Anywhere from 3 to 4 players are going to be over here. So, you've got these 2 spawns. Someone's most likely to spawn here. Another 2 here. Someone's also most likely to spawn between one of those 2. And then you might get a player spawning between these 3. And then another one spawning sort of around here between one of these 3, ZB1012. So, let's say you spawn on this side of the map. Almost from the start, you will find a scav at the military checkpoint here, right along the road. So it's a good place to check pretty early. Also around this sort of warehouse and repair shop, you might find another one pretty early as well, before the train line. And then out front of warehouse 3 here, in this big open little mini construction area, you're likely to find another scav or 2 here, pretty early as well. But I do recommend checking out new gas pretty quickly, because they can be here from the start of the raid as well. And then also old gas. If a player doesn't spawn at old gas, you're very likely to get 1 to 2 scavs, sometimes even 3 spawning at old gas pretty early in the raid as well. But then once again, avoiding fortress if possible if you're coming this way. And then if you're going through new gas and stuff as well, be aware of the players going there and then moving across. So hopefully that helps you guys find those scavs pretty early in the raid before they're either killed or you run into a player and miss out on your 5 scav kills.